Got word from Case. Savati Dumas agreed to join us at the Rook, so we're 2 for 2. I'm returning from Munich with Felix Newman. Newman's cut from a different cloth, a brutal Stasi enforcer and a tech genius. He used to be a pain in the CIA's ass. That was before he gave the middle finger to the Stasi and defected to West Germany. Newman claims he's moved on from a life of violence and doesn't even arm himself anymore. But one way or the other, he couldn't turn down a chance to stick it to the CIA once again. He'll get that opportunity soon. He's gonna try to break into Langley's network and find out where they're holding Russell Adler. Still haven't warmed up to that salve yet, but hey, at least we didn't get killed in our sleep.
Care to share?
Please, call me Felix. We are all friends here.
Yeah, of course.
Russell Adler is in your Washington, D.C. black site. The subterranean one that went into operation almost 3 years ago.
DC Black Site?
There are blueprints as well. It is located underneath Capitol Station. I assume you're aware of this. I see. Well, it includes a small maximum security wing. That is where you'll find your prize.
We need a game plan. You in, right?
I wouldn't be sitting here if I wasn't.
I'll take that. Newman. Felix. I need to wait into that black site.
I'm still investigating vulnerabilities.
Good, man. Let me know when you got something, okay? Might want to see what Felix is up to in the ops room.
Daniel Livingston's been planning my retirement party for half a decade. He wants a youth movement inside the CIA. More creative and agile operatives, I recall saying. If you want to point it from me, you sure was eager to believe the final push into running on his desk. He can hunt you down as long as he wants. But he never seems to look inside a former KGB Safehouse. Even if you really just it. See, Daniel, I can be creative too. played guitar, he watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill. When I asked the bay of the rocket launch, he simply nodded toward the calendar. Well, Uncle played guitar. He watched as I prepared shashlik on the grill.
Case. The guild took me in as a child, an orphan on the streets of Morocco. They became my family, and provided a vision for what I could become. A weapon. I was happy to protect them, to kill for them. Until one day they betrayed my trust. That was it. Someone died because of me. Undeservedly. That's all I feel like saying about that. Not many rumors in Avalon get past me. One involved this group you're after. Supposedly, the Pantheon is in bed with one of the factions, but I don't know who. Adler thought it might be the Guild, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Whoever it is, maybe it'll be clear in time. Sure.
If you are looking for your camera, I'm afraid you've come to the right place. My apologies for not informing you in advance. Just a few modifications. Primarily, the addition of a miniaturized RF transmitter, and, of course, a more powerful battery. It won't last forever, but it should be sufficient for our purposes.
Is that my tape recorder?
Oh, this. Fortunately, it contains the exact electret condenser microphone I need. I found it in that pile over in the corner.
You mean my stuff?
Because, my friend, I do not intend to get these hands dirty during our trip abroad. I can, however, by means of this camera, provide an extra pair of eyes and ears. No. It is a work in progress. My reputation has preceded me. I can assure you, my journey has taken many unexpected and, dare I say, unpredictable turns. I am quite content without a gun in hand.
Sounds foolish to me.
A person with nothing to lose has nothing to protect. Oh, so many fascinating things. The information your agency keeps on foreign assets is remarkable. Take our own Savati Dumas, for example. Truly riveting material.
And I believe you have a flair for the dramatic. They have nothing on me. What did you find?
Perhaps some other time. Yes. You also quite the curiosity, aren't you? CIA assassination training. Ooh. No doubt. You and Miss Dumas will enjoy trading grim tales over coffee.
Maybe I underestimated you.
Now, if you don't mind, I must delay no further. Marshall expects a way into that black site, and I shall not disappoint.
Great work back in Avalon, Case.
I really want to know where this old elevator...